Welcome, Kurt and Molly. So, Forge 2018 starts this Tuesday. Could you tell us a bit about what your roles are and how you got to be involved in Forge this year?
Molly and I are leading the Forge program this year. We came in last year a little bit, try to be part of the team that's forming and leading the Forge team, and then we were asked a little later on if we would direct it and lead it. And so we're going to doing the Forge program this year, but we're surrounded with a great team of leaders that are helping us do it.
Great. Could you share a little bit about your family and where you're from? How did you end up here in Cape Town?
Yeah, in 2013, right, we moved over from the U.S. We lived in a state called Missouri, and we came over with 5 kids, and we sold our house, and we knew God was calling us back into the mission field. And so we had another child since we've been here, and we've served in different capacities, and God led us to All Nations. We didn't know about All Nations until we got to Cape Town. We had leadership and discipleship on our hearts, and so that's always been our main passion, is training up leaders. And so we've tried to do that everywhere we've gone around, and we homeschool our kids, and so that's a big part of our lives. That's who we are. They're our first disciples. So so that's my main role, is actually homeschooling, and then I'm happy to be here to support Gerrit and the staff and the team for Forge as well.
And could you maybe share some insights into the Forge program this year, what the students can look forward to?
We're kind of excited to see what the Lord's going to do, because the Forge program looks a little bit different, well, actually quite a bit different than previous years. I think we're excited to see a little more adventure, a little more kind of see what God's going to do in the midst of their training and their program. Some aspects of it will be a little bit more personal than CPX would be. We added threw in some couple extra adventure things in there to keep everybody on edge and excited about what God's going to do. But our hearts are that people would really come out and have an experience with the Lord, and that they would really see God and experience Him, both in their personal life but also outwardly when they go out and put these things to practice. So that's what our hopes are for it. God's going to do some incredible things in their hearts.
And how does the Forge program fit into the bigger picture, maybe, of what All Nations is doing here in Cape Town and over the world?
Forge has always been a key concept here in Cape Town, of really training, making disciples, training leaders, and really trying to get the whole process of getting church planting movements going, especially amongst like unreached people groups and stuff like that. I'm excited to see what God's going to is doing right now, even here in Cape Town, with some of the outreaches that's going on. So Forge has always been an integral part of that. It's one of the tools that really I think God really has been blessed and is blessing, and it's really neat to see that even moving forward, to see with some of the plans that we feel on our hearts that God has laid on for Africa and even internationally in Asia and stuff like that, God's going to use Forge in an incredible way.
And you've maybe touched on this a bit, but is there one thing about Forge that you're most excited about that's going to happen over the next 4 or 5 weeks?
There is. There are 2 things I'm very, very excited about. But I'm not going to say what it is, because I don't want to give it away. I am very excited about it. I think God's going to... One of the things, my daughter, Chloe, she's 13, she helped us plan it. And I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be... that's one of my highlights of the Forge program, I think. It's just some of the extra things that we're throwing in, and I'm really pumped to see how God's going to work it out and how it's going to affect people's lives. Yep.
Oh, we're looking forward to it too, and looking forward to it starting. So thanks so much for sharing with us today.
That's cool, thanks.